Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Johnson, welcoming you to Game 3 between the USC Aiken Pacers and the North Georgia Nighthawks, the rubber match of this three-game set, as we are tied in the series 1-1. Pacers took Game 1, North Georgia took Game 2, and now the Pacers will turn to Christian Aragon on the mound to try to secure the win here in Game number 3. Go ahead and give you the defensive lineup for the Pacers before we kick things off here. Again, Christian Aragon on the rubber today. Catching for him is Connor Durden. Over at first base, we have Brian Pereira. The second baseman, Joey Smithers. Shortstop, Chandler Rogers. And at third base, Kerry Holloway getting the start today. And we move on into the outfield. Jose Bonilla is in center field. Right fielder is Niall Goings. And out in left field is Blake Bottomley, making the unusual start today out there instead of behind the plate, where he is more accustomed to.
Leading off for the Nighthawks will be the center fielder, number 30, Stephen Tomlinson.
We'll get things going with Stephen Tomlinson, who leads things off, the Nighthawks center fielder. Aragon is set, winds up to deliver the first pitch, and is a check swing foul. We are underway with strike one. And the 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Low and away for a ball, 1-2. High and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. We will do it over. And Tomlinson just catches a piece of that one to stay alive. Count stays right where it is at 2-2. And that one's lined into left field. A leadoff single to start things off for Tomlinson and the Nighthawks.
Second baseman, number 3, Chase Sutton.
And Chase Sutton coming to bat. Sutton, the Nighthawks' second baseman. Runner on first and nobody out. Pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Falls inside, right on the inside part of the plate for a strike, 1-1. Quick check throw over to first. Did they get him? Yes, they did. Aragon picks off Tomlinson for the first out. Nice little pick-off move there from Christian Aragon. Tomlinson will sit down as the first out, and Sudduth now has a 1-1 count with 1 out and nobody on. That's a fly ball out into right field. Goings barely has to move and makes the catch for the second out.
Catcher number 24, Andres Perez.
Brings up Andres Perez. Two outs, nobody on for Perez, the North Georgia catcher. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, fastball, strike one. Fouled off just a little bit. Either way, it's strike two, 0-2. This is outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tip into the glove of Durden, and that will do it. A 1-2-3 inning for Aragon and the Pacers. We're going into the bottom of the first. No score yet between North Georgia and USC Aiken. And we are back with the bottom of the first inning about to get underway. Pacers will lead things off with Jose Bonilla coming to the plate. .319 batting average on the year. Has 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. And he will dig in to face off against the North Georgia starting pitcher, Derek Pitvet. And Pickvet looks like he's ready to go. First pitch to Bonilla. High outside for ball 1. In there for a strike, 1-1. A hopper to first, and stepping on the bag and taking it himself will be number 7, Jake Arnold for North Georgia, and Jose Benilla's down for the first out.
Second baseman, number 9, Joey Smithers.
That'll bring up Joey Smithers. Smithers batting .341 on the year. Has 3 home runs and 20 RBIs, slugging .518 on the year as well. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch in there for strike 1. Low and away for a ball, 1-1. Just misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Down the middle, 2-2. Low and away. Full count to Joey Smithers. Grounded, right side, diving stop at second, and after making a nice defensive stop, Chase Sudduth couldn't get the ball out of his glove cleanly. Smithers will be safe at first base, and they are going to score that a base hit. Let's just be honest, Sudduth had no business stopping that, but he made a great stop. They can't really fault him for that. So a 1-out single, runner on first. Connor Durden coming to the plate. Batting .325 on the year. 7 homers, 21 RBIs. Slugging .662, and he goes after the first pitch and misses for strike 1. Durden, fly ball the other way, right on the warning track at the wall, and that's where it's going to be caught for the second out. Smithers hustles back to first, avoid getting doubled up.
Right fielder number 34, Niall Goey.
And now Niall Goings coming to the plate. Runner on first with 2 outs. Goings has his average up to .243 now. 4 homers and 8 RBIs, slugging .471. Check throw over to first, not in time. Smithers gets back. And Goings fouls off the first pitch towards the Pacer dugout for strike 1. This is outside, 1-1. The 1-1 on its way, misses away again. 2 balls, 1 strike. Goings grounds it to second. Sada throws it over to first, and that will do it. Bases leave 1 stranded as we go into the top of the 2nd inning. Still no score. And welcome to the top of the 2nd inning, folks. Connor Corbett will lead things off for North Georgia as the Nighthawks and Pacers are all tied up at 0. Corbett, the right fielder for North Georgia. First pitch is high for ball 1. The 1-0. Check swing, pitch misses high and outside for a ball. 2-0. Again, high, 3 balls, no strikes. That one falls right down the middle, 3-1. Misses high and outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Connor Corbett.
Designated hitter number 28, Bill Leroy.
Now Bill Leroy will come to the plate. Leroy the DH. Runner on first and nobody out here in the 2nd inning. Pitch is low for ball 1, 1-0. Check throw over to first, not in time. Well, Aragon's already picked off one Nighthawk. Why not try for two? Right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. High and outside, 2-1. That one gets over the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, count evened up. Leroy reaches out and gets a piece of that one to spoil it. Keeps the count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another check throw from Aragon. Just keeping him honest. Misses high and inside. Full count. Runner takes off. It's a swing and a miss. The throw down to second is not in time. But it's a strikeout to Bill Leroy, and there's one out with a runner now on second.
Third baseman, number 19, Nick Clarno.
Now bring up Nick Clarno. Again, runner on second base with one out. Clarno, the Nighthawk third baseman. And he'll foul off the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1. High and outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And the 1-2. Another swing and a miss. He gets Clarno swinging for the second out.
Shortstop, number 15, William Mapes.
William Mapes comes up to bat, the shortstop, runner on second, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Aragon just steps off the rubber to send Corbett back to the bag at second. Ball low and inside, blocked by Durden. Count 1-0. Upper outside corner, 1-1. Runner takes off from second. The swing and a miss. The throw down to third is not in time. Very close play over there. Accurate snap throw from Durden. Just not in time. So another stolen base for Corbett. Runner on third. Count 1-2 to Mapes. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Misses high, and it's a full count to Mapes. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing one upstairs for the strikeout and the final out of the second inning. We're going into the bottom half of the second. Pacers coming to bat. And welcome to the bottom half of the second inning. Brian Pereira will lead things off for the Pacers in this half inning. Pereira batting .317 on the year. Has 5 home runs and 24 RBIs, slugging .598 on the year. And he goes after the first pitch and grounds it into center field for a base hit. Not a bad way to start off an inning. A leadoff single. And we'll see Blake Bottomley come up to bat. Usually a catcher, but he's out in left field today. Certainly had us doing double takes up here in the press box when we got the starting lineups and we saw that. But hey, if it works out, who are we to judge? And he loops one into shallow left field. And coming on and making the catch is Cal Dempsey for the first out.
Designated hitter, number 1, Phil Watcher.
That'll bring up Phil Watcher, the DH. Batting .321 on the season. 3 homers, 20 RBIs. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch in there for a strike to Watcher. Ball is low, 1-1. Again, low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fly ball the other way, foul territory, and that's just going to get out of the reach of Dempsey and into the Pacer dugout for a strike, so 2-2. And that one sent foul as well. And again, the 2-2 pitch. That's a fly ball out into center field. Coming on and making the catch for the second out is Stephen Tomlinson. And now 2 outs and a runner on first. Kerry Holloway stepping to the plate. Still looking to register a batting average as he's 0 for 6 on the year. Doesn't get a lot of opportunities. However, with the start today, he should get a few. And the first pitch missing for ball 1. Low and away, 2-0. In there for a strike. 2-1. This is low and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Outside, ball 4. Holloway with the walk. And their runners now on first and second with 2 outs.
Shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
That'll bring Chandler Rogers to the plate. Again, runners on first and second, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. No score yet between the Nighthawks and the Pacers. Rogers batting .237 on the year. 9 RBIs as well. On base percentage, .410. In there for a strike. 1-1. Chased after a curveball, missed. 1-2. Low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 2 at the plate. 2 men on in the bottom of the second inning. 2s are wild. Low and away, full count. And Rogers just catches a piece of that one to spoil it. And we will do the 3-2 over. Again, the 3-2 as the runners take off. Low and inside, ball 4 to Rogers, and that will walk the bases loaded.
Center fielder, number 4, Jose Bonilla.
That'll bring up Jose Bonilla. And we're going to have a visit to the mound before his at-bat. Gives us a chance to thank a couple sponsors, including Aiken Flooring, proud sponsor of USC Aiken Athletics. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. And Mike Steak over at the Concierge Team, a real estate boutique. If you need a home in the Aiken area, contact Mike Steak at the Concierge Team. Well, the base runners will head back to their bags, and the fielders will head back to their spots as both meetings are broken up. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Jose Bonilla to the plate, who grounded out to first his first time up.
Jose Bonilla.
First pitch misses outside to Bonilla, 1-0. And Bonilla calls time just before the pitch can come. Swing and a miss. Mighty hack from Bonilla, 1-1. Grounded foul down the first base side. Count 1-2 to Bonilla. Bases still loaded with 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. He's just trying to strike first. Misses high. 2-2. Ooh, dangerous pitch to lay off of. Looked like it might have been strike 3. Bonilla gets the benefit of the call, though. Full count. Nowhere to put Bonilla. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Bonilla chases one out of the zone. And that will do it. Pacers leave the bases loaded. We are going into the top of the third inning, still scoreless. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the third inning. Pacers and Nighthawks still scoreless. Cal Dempsey leading things off for North Georgia. Shows a bunt, pulls it back. Pitch was in there anyway. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missed low, 2-2. In there for a call, strike 3. And Dempsey down looking for the first out.
First baseman number 7, Jake Arnold.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, Jake Arnold, first baseman. First pitch missing high for ball 1. Inside, 2-0. Foul tip. 2-1. Upper inside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Low and inside, and it's a full count. Inside again, and that will be a 1-out walk to Arnold. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Steven Tomlinson, who singled his first time up but was picked off.
Center fielder number 30, Steven Tomlinson.
First pitch inside for ball 1. Check throw over to first, not in time. Fouled off, 1-1. And a call of time just as Aragon was about to get into the windup. Now the 1-1's on its way. It brushes the inside corner for a strike, 1-2. Aragon once again throwing over to first base. Fouled straight back. Count stays right where it is at 1-2. And on the check swing, pitch came inside and just nicked the bat. So the count will stay right where it is at 1-2. Grounder slowly to short. Grabbed by Holloway, and he throws it wild. Everybody is safe, and moving on over to third is Arnold. Almost a collision between him and Rogers, and luckily Rogers was able to actually jump over, got the hurdle going.
Second baseman number 3, Chase Sutton.
The runners on first and third, one out. And now Chase Sutton coming to the plate. Sutton flew out his first time up. Upper inside corner for a call strike, 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. And now the 0-2. Misses inside, 1-2. Ooh! Lined foul, but that made contact with Arnold. Glad to see he's okay. That was a sniper shot right there. Looks like it hit him on the hip or on the just in the lower back. Seems to be okay though, so that's a good sign, but never like seeing that. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a base runner get pegged like that with a foul ball. That's a first for me. But the count stays at 1-2. Runners still on the corners with one out. And that one's fouled off the other way. No danger of that hitting a base runner as it ends up well out of play. Once again, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Chase one upstairs. Sudeth down on strikes for the second out.
Catcher number 24, Andres Perez.
Now Andres Perez comes up to bat, struck out his first time up. Again, runners on first and third. Now with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Check throw over to first, not in time. Just misses. 1-0. In there for a call strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And a call of time here as we await the 1-2 pitch. Just misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, we'll do it over. And the count is full. And it looks to me like some rain is starting to fall here. Was predicted in the forecast. We'll see how this affects the flow of the game. Fouled straight back. Count staying right where it is at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Aragon once again striking out the side for the second straight inning. Two are left stranded. We're going into the bottom of the third inning. Still no score. And we welcome you to the bottom of the third inning of USC Aiken Baseball, presented by Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue. Joey Smithers leading it off for the Pacers this inning. First pitch missing outside. Smithers singled his first time up. Sends one up the middle. Nice stop at second. Long throw to first is not going to be in time. Again, good defensive plays, but to no avail. Smithers aboard with a leadoff single. I almost feel bad for Sudduth over there at second base. He's making some great stops, but can't convert them into outs. But now Connor Durden coming to the plate. One on, nobody out. Bottom of the third inning. First pitch misses inside for ball one. Popped up, foul territory. That'll end up out of play. Count even at 1-1. Pitch misses low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Line down the first base line, fair ball, the extra bases. Smithers heading for third. They're waving him around as the throw comes into second. The throw home is not in time. Smithers dives in just ahead of it. It is an RBI double for Connor Durden, and the Pacers lead it 1-0.
Right fielder number 34, Niall Going.
Now Niall Going's coming to the plate. Runner on second, nobody out, and now a 1-0 Pacer lead. First pitch right down the middle for strike one to Goings. Low and away for a ball. 1-1. This is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to Goings. Outside again, 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Goings with the walk. Runners now on first and second with nobody out.
First baseman number 32, Brian Pereira.
And that will bring up Brian Pereira. Runners on first and second and nobody out for Pereira, who singled his first time up. Missing inside for ball 1. Two and 0 now to Brian. Ground ball, first base. And he'll take it himself. Pereira grounds out for the first out, but the runners advance to second and third. Now both runners are in scoring position with only 1 out.
Left fielder number 20, Blake Bottomley.
And I'll bring up Blake Bottomley. Bottomley 0 for 1 today, flew out his first time up. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Opportunity to get some more runs across as the Pacers have runners on second and third with only 1 out. They are leading now 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is outside, 1-1. Reaches out, pops it up into right field. This could be deep enough to score a run. Runner tags from third, throw comes in. Misses the cutoff man, sliding in safe at home is Connor Durden. And it'll be a sacrifice fly for Blake Bottomley. And the Pacers now lead it 2-0.
Designated hitter number 1, Phil Watcher.
Philip Watcher coming up to the bat now. Runner on third base with 2 outs for Watcher, who flew out his first time up. Pacers leading 2-0. Trying to add at least one more to that total. And that one fouled off for strike one. Outside, 1-1. Again, high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. High and outside, 3-1. High and outside once again, ball 4. Watcher with the free pass to first to put runners on the corners.
Number 5, Kerry Holloway.
And now Kerry Holloway coming up to bat, walked his last time up. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 runs have already scored. Pacers trying to add on some more. And Holloway fouls it off. Ooh, ends up going off of the umpire's ankle. Right off the bony part, too. That is never a fun feeling. The 0-1 misses low and away, 1-1. Low and away again, 2-0. Or 1. Ground ball to second. The throw over to first is in time to get the final out. The Pacers score 2 as they lead it 2-0 going into the top of the 4th inning. go to the top of the 4th inning of USC Aiken Baseball, sponsored by Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. Pacers up 2-0. Connor Corbett leading off for North Georgia. First pitch in there for a strike. High and outside for a ball. Corbett walked and stole 2 bases his last time up, but ended up stranded on third base as Aragon struck out the remaining batters. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. Just missed high and outside, 2-2. Foul tip into the glove of Durden, and the last 8 outs have all been strikeouts for Christian Aragon.
28, Bill Leroy.
So now Bill Leroy coming up to the plate. One of the strikeout victims of the day. 0 for 1 today. First pitch is high for ball 1. Ooh, low and inside. Good looking pitch though, 2-0. High and outside, 3 balls, no strikes. In there for a call strike. Leroy thought it was ball 4 and started heading down to first. So now it's 3-1. That one is high and outside. That one will be ball 4. Leroy with a 1-out walk.
Third baseman, number 19, Nick Clerno.
Nick Clerno coming up to bat, 1 on, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. First pitch is in there for a call strike, 0-1. High and outside for a ball, 1-1. Foul tip, strike 2. Fouled off, count staying at 1-2. Inside, count evens up, 2-2. Sent on out into deep left field. Bottomley going back, looking, and that one is gone. A 2-run home run for Nick Clarno, and we are all tied up at 2 apiece here in the top of the 4th inning.
Shortstop, number 15, William May.
William Mapes coming up to bat now, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That was the first hit for North Georgia since the 1st inning, and it was a big one. Pitch misses high for ball 1. Inside, ball 2. And now Durden's going to run on out and have a word with Aragon, try to settle him down. And we'll go ahead and thank one more of our sponsors, the South Carolina Education Lottery, proud sponsor of USC Aiken Baseball and USC Aiken Athletics. When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. And Pacer now sending out some troops to the bullpen. Got to take the tarp off first. Then they can start warming up. 2-0 on its way. This is high, 3-0. Down the middle for a strike, 3-1. And a walk to Mapes puts a runner on first, still only 1 out. And that brings up Cal Dempsey. So now Dempsey will dig in, 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch in there for strike 1. Strike two, right down the middle. Pitch high and inside for a ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Dempsey down on strikes for the second out.
First baseman number 7, Jake Arnold.
Now Jake Arnold will come to the plate. Arnold walked his first time up. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Strike one. Foul tip, strike two. High and outside for a ball, 1-2. Misses inside, very inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just fouled off. So that will spoil the pitch, keep the count frozen. Misses high and outside, and it's a full count. Runner takes off, pitch fouled off. Leave it over again. Popped up, foul territory, out of play. Low and inside, ball 4. 2-out walk to Arnold puts runners on first and second.
Center fielder number 30, Stephen Tomlinson.
Now Stephen Tomlinson coming up to bat, top of the order. 1 for 2 today. Singled and then reached on an error his second time up. And now we're going to have a visit to the mound. And we'll go ahead and thank another sponsor, Tyler's Italian Auto, proud sponsor of USC Aiken Athletics. And also, host of our segment, 3 Things You Don't Know. We feature different athletes, and they tell you 3 things you may or may not have known about them. So runners on first and second. 2 outs. 2 runs have already scored here in the top of the 4th inning, and we are all tied up at 2 apiece. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch, fouled off, we'll do it over. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. 2 are left stranded, but 2 runs have scored. We're tied up at 2 going into the bottom of the 4th inning. And welcome back. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning, tied up 2-run rubber match. Chandler Rogers leading things off, walked his first time up. And he's halfway to another one as it's 2-0. Brushes the outside corner, 2-1. Well, despite giving up the 2-run home run in the last half of the inning, Aragon struck out the side again, ground ball to second. Throw to first is in time. So that makes 3 straight innings where Aragon has struck out the side, good for 10 strikeouts on the day. So now we'll see the top of the order with Jose Bonilla coming to bat. Bonilla 0 for 2 today, also fell victim to a strikeout his last time up. First pitch to Bonilla misses outside and low for ball 1. Also low, 2-0. Upper outside corner, 2 balls, 1 strike. And count now 3-1 on Bonilla. Low and away, ball 4. Bonilla with the 1-out walk. Now Joey Smithers will come to the plate. Smithers 2 for 2 today, a pair of singles and a run scored on his last one. Check throw over to first. Bonilla just kind of goes to his knees and then just touches the bag. Wasn't really taking much of a lead at all. Now I'll get more of a proper lead. First pitch right down the middle to Smithers for strike 1. Check throw over to first again. Bonilla makes it back safely. Smithers chases after one, low and away, 0-2. Popped up, foul territory, first base side. And that one will be caught for the second out. And now Connor Dern coming to the plate.
The catcher, number 30, Connor Dern.
Dern 1 for 2 today with an RBI double and a run scored his last time up. Runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike one. Oh, and away for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Durden looking for a fastball, got something slower. 1-2. High and away. Bonilla takes off for second. The throw is in time. Bonilla caught trying to take second base for the third and final out. We are going into the top of the fifth, all tied up still at 2 apiece. And we are back. Top of the 5th inning, getting underway. Chase Sudduth leading things off for North Georgia. 2-2 is your score. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Pacers. Hunter Schuff comes in relief of Christian Aragon. His first pitch is high for ball 1. Aragon went 4 innings, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks, 2 hits, 2 runs, both of which were earned. But not too bad of a start. Now Pacers will look to Hunter Schuff to try to keep things right where they are. Count even at 1-1 now as that one hits the strike zone. Sudduth 0 for 2 today, struck out his last time up. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Pitch was high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Grounder to third. Holloway has it. Throw to first is a double bouncer, but Pereira able to scoop it up in time for the first out.
The catcher, number 24, Andres Perez.
That is the first out that has not been a strikeout since the first inning, believe it or not. So Andres Perez comes up, a victim of 2 of those strikeouts today. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Count evens up at 1-1. Swing and miss, 1-2. And another strikeout added to the total today as Perez down for the second out.
Right fielder, number 25, Connor Corbett.
Connor Corbett coming up to bat. Corbett 0 for 1, walked, stole a pair of bases, and struck out his last time up. First pitch in there for a strike. And count quickly 0-2 on Corbett. Pitch is high for a ball, 1-2. Sent on out into right center field. Niall Goings is there, and he will make the catch near the warning track for the third and final out. We're going into the bottom of the fifth inning, still tied 2-2, Pacers coming to bat. And we are back in the bottom of the fifth inning. Score is 2-2 between the Pacers and the Nighthawks. Connor Dern will come back up to finish his at-bat, which was interrupted when Bonilla was caught trying to steal second. Again, Durden is 1 for 2 today with an RBI double and a run scored. First pitch alone away for ball one. Duran blasts that one a mile in the sky, right along the right field line, and that is where it will be caught for the first out.
The right fielder, number 34, Niall Goings.
Niall Goings coming up to bat, 0 for 1, walked his last time up. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss on the first pitch for strike one. Pitch misses, 1-1. Another ball in the dirt. 2-1. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the count now full to Niall Goings. He grounds it to first, and he will sit down as the second out. Brings up Brian Pereira.
Number 32, Brian Pereira.
Pereira, 1 for 2 today, singled his first time up, grounded out his last time up. First pitch to Pereira in there for a strike. Misses, 1-1. Grounded foul down the first base side. Count 1-2. High and outside. Ball 2, 2-2. Pereira sends that one out into center field. And that one will be caught for the third and final out. A 1-2-3 inning. We're going into the top of the 6th inning. Still tied at 2. And Bill Leroy to lead things off here in the top of the 6th inning for North Georgia. Leroy, the DH, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Hunter Schuff still on the mound for the Pacers. 2nd inning of relief. First pitch high on a check swing, ball 1. Rain still steadily coming down out there. Not enough to call the game just yet. Wouldn't do a lot of good, though, with the score being tied at 2. High and outside for a ball. 2-0. Right down the middle for a strike, 2-1. Another swing and a miss, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Chef strikes out Leroy to start off the 6th inning.
Third baseman, number 19, Nick Clarno.
And then Nick Clarno coming up to bat. 1 for 2, a 2-run home run his last time up, which got us all tied up. And the score still stands at 2-2. Right down the middle for a strike, 1-1. Ooh, just missed the outside edge, 1-1. Low and away, 2-1. Lined out into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. 1-out single for Clarno. Runner on first.
Number 15,
And William Mapes coming up to bat. And the curveball hits him right in the back. So now runners on first and second. And Cal Dempsey come to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
left fielder number 6, Cal Dempsey.
First pitch in there for strike 1 to Dempsey. The 0-1. Down the middle, 0-2. A one hopper to first. Pereira fires it over to second for one, and that's all they'll get. Riders taken out by the slide. Good defensive running. They'll get one out. Runners on the corners with two men down now. And Jake Arnold, the first baseman, coming up to bat. Arnold is, well, he's 0 for 0 today, has 2 walks. There's a chance here for North Georgia to take the lead with a runner on third and a runner on first and 2 outs. Pitch is high for ball 1. Rain coming down just a little bit harder now. Certainly playing a factor more so now than it did earlier. One hop to third. Throw to first, and that's in time for the third and final out. 2 left stranded. We are going into the bottom of the 6th inning, still tied at 2. And we're back at it, bottom of the 6th inning, getting underway. Blake Bottomley leading things off. First pitch is in there for a strike to Bottomley. Bottomley 0 for 1, flew out his first time up and had a sac fly his second time up. Misses outside, 1-1. And he's going to ground that one to short. Go to first in time for the first out. And now Philip Watcher coming to the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk on the day. Ridge is in there for a strike. 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tip into the glove. Watcher down on strikes for the second out.
Third baseman number 5, Kerry Holloway.
And now Kerry Holloway coming up to bat, still looking for his first hit of the season. Walked his first time up, grounded out his second time, and he grounds that one right in front of the plate. Throw to first is way off the mark. Holloway's going to round first and head for second, and he will make it in there on the throwing error by Perez. Well, it's not a hit, but it's the next best thing, getting on base.
Shortstop number 2, Chandler Rogers.
So the inning will continue now with the Pacers having a runner on second, and Chandler Rogers coming to the plate, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch low and away for ball 1. Have to wonder if maybe the rain played a factor in that throw. Tougher to get a grip on a wet ball. Again, low and away. 2-0. Just misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And therefore a strike, 3-1. Line out there into center field. It's a base hit. Holloway rounding third, coming home, and he will score. Chandler Rogers drives in the go-ahead run here in the bottom of the 6th. Pacers up now 3-2.
Center fielder number 4, Jose Bonilla.
That run is unearned, however. That will draw a visit to the mound for North Georgia. Jose Bonilla will come up to bat, and we're going to have a call to the bullpen, so we're going to take a break. Be right back once the new pitcher's done warming up. So Jack Fleming comes out of the bullpen in relief of Derek Pitvet, who went 5 2/3. 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, 5 hits, 3 runs. Only 2 of them were earned. And now Bonilla coming up. First pitch in there for a strike. Pitch inside for a strike. 0-2. Bonilla. The tag is applied, and that will do it. Pacers leave one stranded, but they get the lead back here in the bottom of the 6th, going to the top of the 7th, leading 3-2. And we are in the top of the 7th inning. Marcus Johnson here. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon at Roberto Hernandez Stadium. First pitch to the leadoff man, Stephen Tomlinson, is in there for a strike. Tomlinson 1 for 3, single, reaching on air, and struck out his last time up. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. This is game 3 of the 3-game set between North Georgia and the Pacers. The rubber match as the series is tied 1-1. Pacers took game 1 on a dominant pitching performance. North Georgia took game 2 on a dominant hitting performance. And there's a line drive into center field for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard. Brings up Chase Suddeth. Suddeth is 0 for 3 today. First pitch, upper part of the strike zone, 0-1. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike to Suddeth. Pitch low and inside for a ball, 2-1. Popped up. Shallow center field. Smithers is back for it and makes the catch. Or no, he doesn't make the catch. Thought he made the catch. He was blocking my view. Ends up... Oh, that was an interesting play. Okay, so what happened was Smithers didn't make the catch. Ball bounced. Bonilla picked it up, fired it to second, got the man trying to advance. So they get an out anyway. It just wasn't the kind of out that I thought it would be. So Andres Perez now up to the plate, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Runner on first and 1 out. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Right down the middle for a strike, 1-2. Just misses outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, count staying right where it is at 2-2. Sent on out into deep right field. Goings is going back for it. He's on the track, and he will make the catch for the second out.
Right fielder number 25, Connor Corbett.
So Connor Corbett coming up to bat. Again, Connor Corbett coming up to bat, 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 stolen bases on the day. Curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes. Misses high with the fastball, 1-2. Ground ball. Diving stop by Smithers. Gets to his feet, throws it to first, and that will do it. We're going into the bottom of the 7th and the 7th inning stretch with the Pacers leading 3-2. And we welcome you back from your 7th inning stretch. I know I enjoyed mine. Legs are cramping up a little bit there. Well, we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pacers still leading 3-2. Joey Smithers leading off, popping up the first pitch. Foul territory, first base side, where it will be caught for the first out. And now he can take a breath.
The catcher, number 30, Connor Durden.
A 1 pitch, 1 out. Connor Durden coming to the plate. 1 for 3 today with an RBI double and a run scored. Fleming's still on the mound. Another inning, trying to get a full inning of relief out there. First pitch missing outside for a ball. Nice pitch there, inside part of the plate. Count 1-1. There's with some more action in the bullpen right now. Fouled off by Durden. Schuff has done pretty well in relief so far. Trying to see who they have out there throwing. Looks like they have Garvin Alston out there, if I'm reading the number correctly. Pitch is high and outside, 2-2. Certainly tall enough to be Garvin. And a swing and a miss from Durden. He's down on strikes for the second out.
Right fielder number 34, Niall Goings.
So now Goings comes to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Goings 0 for 2 with a walk today. Pitch right on the outside edge, 0-1. Popped up, first base side, foul territory. And it'll stay in the ballpark and be caught for the third and final out. Of 1-2-3 inning, we are going into the top of the eighth. Pacers clinging to a 3-2 lead. And welcome back, top of the eighth inning. We'll start up in just a moment. Garvin Alston comes out of the Pacer bullpen in relief of Hunter Schuff, who had a very good relief session. 3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs. I'd call that a success any day of the week. Pacers leading 3-2 as the top of the eighth starts up. And leading off for North Georgia is the DH Bill Leroy. Leroy 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a run scored. High and inside for ball 1. In there for a strike. 1-1. The count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Lined out there into left field. That'll be a base hit. Bottomley flags it down, slips out there, but he's able to fire it in time to hold Leroy to just a single.
Third baseman number 19, Nick Clarno.
Now Nick Clarno coming to bat. Clarno 2 for 3 today with a single and a 2-run home run back in the 4th inning. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the 8th.
And a pinch run for the Nighthawks, number 4, Joshua Profit.
Kenny's coming on out. Looks like he's going to make a call to the bullpen. Alston comes out to face one batter, and that will do it. We're going to be right back in just a short bit. So we're back. Pacers get Daniel Wiggins out of the bullpen. Comes in for Alston, who only faced one batter. Got on board with a base hit.
For North Georgia, number 19, Nick Clarno.
And now Nick Clarno coming up to bat again. Stat line on him today: 2 for 3 with a 2-run home run and a single. Single his last time up. Runner on first with nobody out. Top of the 8th inning. Pacers clinging to a 3-2 lead. I'd be surprised if they try to bunt him over. Oh, we're on first. Wynn's taking a long time here. And as expected, a timeout called at the plate. And as expected, Wiggins throws on over. Bunted, foul, strike one. Bunted, foul down the first base side. The count moves to 0-2 now on Clarno. Throw over to first, not in time. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Wiggins gets Clarno on strikes for the first out.
Shortstop number 15, William Mapes.
William Mapes coming up to bat now. 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch, walked, and struck out. Check throw over to first again, not in time. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1. Outside edge, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase one outside. Back-to-back strikeouts, and Mapes down on strikes 4. That's second out.
Fielder number 6, Cal Dempsey.
Now Cal Dempsey coming to the plate. 0 for 3. A pair of strikeouts. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Jack throw from Wiggins. Again, runner on first with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Pacers with a one-run lead, leading 3-2. First pitch in there for a call strike, upper part of the zone. This is outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball on the outside edge. Got him to go. It's 1-2. Call a time just before Wiggins could have a check throw to first. I don't see that too often. Usually they call a time just before the pitch is delivered, not on a check throw. Swing and a miss. That will do it. After a leadoff single Daniel Wiggins comes in and slams the door shut, striking out the side to end the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th coming up soon. Pacers coming to bat, leading 3-2. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Brian Pereira leading things off of the Pacers as they lead North Georgia here in Game 3, 3-2. Pereira 1 for 3 today with a single back when he first came up today. First pitch missing outside for ball 1. Fouled off, out of play, 1-1. Hitting the air on the left field line, foul territory, and it's just going to hit the ground for strike number 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Brian Pereira. And he'll dig right back in. Misses high for a ball, 2-2. Pereira fouls that one off. Count stays frozen at 2-2. Check swing, but he couldn't hold up. Went after a high fastball. Pereira down on strikes for the first out.
Left fielder number 20, Blake Bottomley.
I'll bring Blake Bottomley back up to the plate. 0 for 2 with a sac fly today. First pitch missing outside for ball 1. This is outside, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. And outside, ball 4. Bottomley walks on 4 straight. Runner on first, 1 out for Philip Watcher.
Phil Watcher. And to run bases, number 8, Sean McQuillan.
And so Sean McQuillan is actually going to come into pinch run for Blake Bottomley. First pitch to Watcher misses high for ball 1. Watcher 0 for 2, walk and a strikeout the last time up. Another one missing, 2-0. Inside corner for a call, strike, 2-1. Runner takes off. Pitch outside for a ball. Throw down to second is off the mark. It was on the mark, but it went past the shortstop. Go ahead and give McQuillan a stolen base there. So the count is 3-1 to Watcher. Runner on second with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Bases trying to get some insurance runs as they lead 3-2. That one missing high and outside. Ball 4 to Watcher. So back-to-back walks. Runners on first and second. And Kerry Holloway coming up to bat.
Number 5, Kerry Holloway.
Holloway is 0 for 2. Walked back in the second, grounded out the next inning, and then in the 6th inning, he reached down an error and eventually came around to score. We're having a visit to the mound. We're going to take a short break. Be right back.
Holloway.
And after 1 2/3 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks, no hits, and so far no runs, Jack Fleming's relief effort is over, and Parker Morrison will come in with runners on first and second and 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Gary Holloway, the first batter he will see. And a ball from the bullpen, from the North Georgia bullpen, went wild. Ended up in the outfield. Call for a time for a moment. And Holloway fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Misses outside, 1-1. Pitch misses, ball gets away, runners moving up a bag. Pass ball. And now the Pacers have runners on second and third with only 1 out and a 2-1 count to Holloway. Outside corner for a strike, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Holloway down on strikes for the second out. Well, Chandler Rogers coming up to bat, an RBI single his last time up, 1 for 2. Again, runners on second and third for the Pacers now with 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. And therefore a strike. 0-1. Strike 2. 0-2. Just missed outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounded, slowly to short. Throw to first is in time, and that will do it. Pacers will leave a pair stranded as we go into the top of the 9th lead, and they'll try to close it out with the score 3-2. And Jake Arnold will lead off the top of the 9th inning. Pacers up 3-2. And Wiggins back out there, throws the first pitch strike to Arnold. This is trying to clinch the series win here. The 0-1, inside corner, call strike, 0-2. Fouled off, do it over. Fouled off one more time. Check swing, did he go? No, he did not. Ball got away anyway. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off, out of play, and once again the count is frozen at 1-2. Another foul ball. Once again, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Wiggins gets Arnold on strikes for the first out.
Second baseman, number 3, Chase Sudduth.
And now we're back with the top of the order. Chase Sudduth coming up. Sudduth, 2 for 4 today. 2 singles, reached on an error and struck out. High into the air into center, has a read on it, and makes the catch for the second out.
The catcher, number 24.
And Chase Sudduth coming up to bat.
Second baseman, number 3, Chase Sudduth.
First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Sudduth is 0 for today. For 4, but he reached on a fielder's choice his last time up, an odd fielder's choice. And right down for a strike. He popped it up into shadow. I was tempted to give him a base hit on that, but official scoring said otherwise. Popped up behind the plate, foul and out of play. 1-2. North Georgia down to their last strike. The 1-2. Misses outside, 2-2. And he sends that out into center field. Bonilla is there and makes the catch for the third and final out, and that will do it. Pacers take the game and the series By a score of 3-2, the series is a 2-1 victory for the Pacers over their conference foe. And it keeps the Pacers with a winning record in the Peach Belt Conference.
Pacers taking by 1 run, 3-2. Tied up at 5 hits, 1 to the bat for each.
So that will do it from here at the Burt. Pacers will be back in action soon. The exact date will be as soon as I can find it.
For a 3-game set, Peach Belt Conference action coming our way. Follow them online at PacersCourse.com. Until then, we say goodbye. And on behalf of head coach Kenny Thomas and director of athletics Jim Hurley, we say good night. Have a great week. We look forward to seeing you at Roberto Hernandez Stadium once again.
And here we are. Pacers will be back in action on Friday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday they have a 3-game set. However, that 3-game set is on the road against Georgia Southwestern. They will be back at home on March 23rd for a 3-game set against Columbus State. That'll be starting at 6 p.m. on Friday, March 23rd, Saturday, March 24th at 2, and Sunday, March 25th at 1. That'll be their next home series. They're on the road for 4 games, and until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you, and have a good one.